Max and the Wild Adventure.
Once upon a time, in a cozy little house on a quiet street, there lived a young boy named Max. Max was a spirited and imaginative boy with a wild heart. He had a room filled with books and toys, but what he loved most was dressing up in his wolf's suit and pretending to be the king of all the wild things. One evening, Max's mom called him for dinner. Max stomped his feet and roared like a wild thing, causing quite a ruckus. His mom was not pleased with his wild behavior and said,
"Max, you're grounded. No dinner for you."
Max didn't like being grounded, so he decided to run away. He raced up the stairs, opened the window, and sailed away into the night, far away from his room and his mom's scolding. Max's journey took him to a mysterious place, where the trees were as tall as skyscrapers, and the ocean roared with excitement. It was a place where wild things lived. Enormous, furry creatures with big yellow eyes and sharp teeth greeted him. Max was both frightened and intrigued. The wild things were having a rumpus, a grand party with dancing, running, and yelling. Max, still in his wolf suit, joined right in. His wild heart led the way as he danced and howled with the wild things. The creatures were so impressed by Max's wildness that they crowned him their king. Max was the wildest of them all. He led the wild things in a parade through the forest, and they followed him with joy. But as the night wore on, Max began to miss his home and his mom. He realized that, even in the wild, there was no place like home. With a heavy heart, Max told the wild things it was time to go back. They were sad to see their king leave, but they understood. Max sailed back through the ocean and the tall trees, back to his little house. When he arrived, he found his dinner waiting for him. It was still warm. Max's mom hugged him tightly and said,
"I was worried about you, Max."
Max replied,
"I love you, Mom."
And so, Max's wild adventure came to an end, and he learned that even in the wildest of places, there's nothing quite like the love and comfort of home. Max knew he could always return to the land of the wild things whenever he wanted, but he also knew that home was where his heart truly belonged.